What's up, ghouls and gals? We are nearing Halloween, and last year for Halloween time, I put together a list of double feature horror movies that I feel like you should watch back to back before Halloween. This year I wanted to do the same thing because I love a double feature, and let me piggyback on that. I love a double feature that has a theme. So today I have 5 themed double features that I think you should be watching before Halloween. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. Check out all of my links down below if you'd like to see any more of me or support the channel any further. Let's get right into it because I've got some great recommendations for you today. So, like I said, I have themes for these. So starting off at number 5, we have the BRAINDEAD double feature. Starting off with BRAINDEAD from 1990. In a battle of man versus machine, Martin, a top neurosurgeon who's studying brain malfunctions that cause mental illness, delves deep into his own mind to save himself from a corporation. And we will follow that up with BRAINDEAD from 1992, also known as Dead Alive. When a rat monkey bites Lionel Cosgrove's mother, she is transformed into a zombie and begins killing and transforming the entire town while Lionel races to keep things under control. And if you guys watched my video a couple weeks ago where I talked about scenes that actually grossed me out in horror movies, there's a scene involving an ear in BRAINDEAD, Dead Alive, that really sicked me out, man. So at number 4, I really want to call this a comedy horror double feature. However, I feel like there's more to this because I feel like when you watch these 2 movies here that I'm going to recommend in a second, you'll see that the effects almost feel the same. They feel like they have the same kind of heart. And we'll start this double feature off with Psycho Goreman from 2020. Siblings Mimi and Luke unwittingly resurrect an ancient alien overlord using a magical amulet. They force the monster to obey their childish whims and accidentally attract a rogues gallery of intergalactic assassins to a small town in suburbia. And we'll pair that one with Destroy All Neighbors from this year, 2024. A struggling progressive rock musician finds himself in a living nightmare when he accidentally kills Vlad, the neighbor from hell. I genuinely think that, like you guys have probably noticed in the trailer, I feel like the practical effects and the people that exist in these worlds kind of feel the same with these 2 movies, and that's why I think they would make a great double feature. And there's some killer music sequences in both movies. So this next one at number 3 is one of my personal favorite double features, and we do have a bonus at the end here, but this is the I've Met a Mysterious Woman and Now I Think I'm a Vampire double feature. We'll start this off with Habit from 1995. I've talked about this movie before. I'm a big fan of Larry Fessenden. Set in gritty, real-life New York City, an alcoholic meets a modern-day vampire who marks him and controls his will. As his world unravels, he slowly figures out what's happening and has to figure out what to do. And we'll pair this one with The Addiction from 1995. A New York philosophy student turns into a vampire after getting bit by one and then tries to come to terms with her new lifestyle and frequent cravings for human blood. And if you couldn't figure out what the bonus in this one would be, if you'd like to have a triple feature, I would really like to throw in Vampire's Kiss from 1988 because I do think that is like the I've Met a Mysterious Woman and Now I Think I'm a Vampire film. I really like Habit. I think it was a great film. However, I do think it was a little long. So if you're going to watch these two films, you know what? Actually, never mind. I'm not going to give you the warning because I believe The Addiction is under 80 minutes, so it's not really going to be a chore. All right, at number 2, we do have a bonus for this one as well. But this one is the Fake Broadcast double feature, and I feel like you probably know all 3 movies I'm going to talk about here. Starting off with Ghost Watch from 1992. In a live broadcast on Halloween night, a BBC team investigates a reported poltergeist in an ordinary London home. Loved Ghost Watch. And we'll pair that with the WNUF Halloween special from 2013. A local TV personality leads a team of supernatural investigators, including an exorcist, into the darkest corners of a supposedly haunted house. These two, I feel like, are a quintessential double feature for Halloween. But let's throw in Late Night with the Devil from this year, 2024, because that follows the live broadcast, thing. But I didn't want to pair that because I feel like the Ghost Watch and the WNUF Halloween special feels so much more believable than Late Night with the Devil because we know who David Dastmalchian is. Like, we know that movie was coming out. I feel like the other ones at the time of release were a little more frightening, if you will. And then at number 1, let's do the Dead Child Comes Back Because You Buried It in a Sketchy Cemetery double feature. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Pet Cemetery from 1989. After tragedy strikes, a grieving father discovers an ancient burial ground behind his home with the power to raise the dead. Let's pair that with Wakewood from 2009. The parents of a girl who was killed by a savage dog are granted the opportunity to spend 3 days with their deceased daughter. And I genuinely feel like these do have similar themes, but not entirely the same. I feel like Wakewood has some pretty good gore. We know Pet Sematary is a classic, and I do think these two will pair very well together. I feel like I'm talking about wine and cheese. These two will pair very well together. Anyways, that is all for today's video. I think I'm going to kind of follow up on these themed double features. If you like this sort of video, I have an idea for a few more. I really love a theme, if you haven't noticed. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I will leave a letterboxd list linked down below with all of the movies mentioned if you'd like to follow along. Check out all of my links as well if you'd like to see any more of me support the channel any further. Happy Halloween! It's almost Halloween. I'm so excited. I have to work on Halloween, which is fine because I'm gonna dress up like a spooky clown and I'm gonna scare all the children. So on that note, I'll see you soon. Sayonara, Spooky out.